Hi everybody, Rachel here. If you don't know me already, I am a SIDS mom. For those of you who don't know what SIDS is, it's an acronym for Sudden Infant Death Syndrome. The reason I'm making this video is I have a lot of parents that reach out to me and friends, people I don't know, usually after the fact for them, asking about what ways you can prevent SIDS. I can tell you right now you can prevent SIDS, but there are some risk reductions that are available to help a parent, because what I've learned is that we don't know what causes SIDS, but we can control the environment the baby is in, and that is why the risk reductions are out there and definitely recommended. The reason I decided to do this video today, two reasons, well, three, because people ask me about it all the time, and two, today, September 27th, is a day that changed my life forever, 14 years ago. My son, Hayden, died from SIDS. So always an interesting day for me. Never know how I'm going to do. So far, it's been okay. Cried sometimes, but it's been 14 years, so I'm able to handle it maybe a little more what to expect that day. But once you're a parent, you realize some days you'll cry out of nowhere and you don't know why. Third reason is October is SIDS Awareness Month. It's also Child Loss in General Awareness Month. So if you've lost a child to miscarriage or genetic thing or for whatever the reason, it's also to bring awareness to those as well. I do run a child loss group for any loss of a child, so I do deal with a lot of parents. So I do know that once you have a baby, no matter what the age, they're always your baby. My baby actually happened to be 2 months old, Hayden, when he passed away. And ever since then, I've been really involved. And I am really involved because I know what it's like to lay my baby down and have to walk out of a room and never hold them again. And that is definitely something that I do not wish on any parent. And that is why I'm so passionate about it, because believe me, you'd rather hear my annoying voice than be where I have been and where other parents have been. A lot of parents. So SIDS reductions, what can you do to reduce your child's risk? Put them on their back to sleep. I know that a lot of parents worry about a baby, if they choke, spit up, they're gonna choke on there. There's actually been a study done on that, and it's like nearly impossible for a child to choke on their spit up, on their back. So please put your baby on the back. Second thing is no co-sleeping. And I know this is huge and it's getting more common now in 2017. What is recommended is a bassinet or something that attaches or is right next to your bed. So the baby stays in your room. They recommend your baby in your room the first year, but not in your bed with you. And in the bed that they're sleeping in, I know it's not cute and it doesn't have the cute ruffles and the bumpers and the blankies, but I'm telling you, you'd rather look at that than me look at a room that's now empty back then with no baby in it. I don't mean to be harsh, but I'm just being honest. Like, it's better to be safe and give your baby that fluffy stuff later. They're not gonna know the difference, believe me. No bumpers. Make sure the mattress is firm, and the blanket that goes around the mattress, make sure it's tight and fitted. No stuffed animals in the bed. We recommend breastfeeding for those mommies that are able to breastfeed. Once the baby is latched on, able to breastfeed, we recommend giving them a pacifier at night. And then during pregnancy, no smoking, no drinking. Try not swaddle your baby or overdress them in the crib. You want to overheat the baby. I know that you may think they're super cold, but they're kind of like us, so you don't want to put 3 layers of clothing on them when you're hanging out in like a tank top sleep shirt. So those are some of the risk reductions and what you can do to avoid them. Just pass this video along to anyone that may have just had a baby, has a baby, daycare provider. Super important that your daycare provider knows these risk reductions. Just had a case of a mom losing her child because the daycare provider didn't follow these. You never want to be part of what my mommies call kind of a sad group to be a part of, but I'm super happy that we have our group for support. If you happen to be a parent that has lost, or you know someone that has lost, feel free to pass on my information. I do run a child loss group for any child loss, and I am on the state board for SIDS for California as a parent representative, and I also work with the Southern California Regional Council. There's lots of help out there for these moms, and lots of moms that are out there and willing to help. So it is my passion. I did make another video with my story. If you would want to watch that, that's also on my page. Not super techy and not know, maybe if you just click on this, you can see how my other videos are. But I had a lot of people ask me my story, and I put it on there. So I hope that you guys follow these risk reductions and that your babies grow up to be adults and healthy, and you never have to have a story like me. Sorry I made this super informal, phone ring in my last video too. But for those of you that don't, well, this was in my son's crib when he passed away. So I do have this angel baby, and I do have, this is a picture of my son Hayden that passed away. So he was 2 months old. I tell my mommies that you can get through it, you just don't get over it. My son now is almost 19, and I have a daughter, also called a rainbow baby, some people call it, that is 12 years old. So some days I cry, some days I laugh, but Hayden is always with me. So if you know of a mommy, please don't feel bad about mentioning their child's name. Talk to them about it. We actually like talking about them because we don't get to enough. So I hope this was helpful, and I am here for anybody that needs me. You can just contact me with my email below or in the comment section. Thanks so much.